You're listening to Thunder and Lightning on SuperTalk Mississippi, covering Mississippi State sports like nobody else. With Sports Talk Mississippi's Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk of On3 Sports. Now get ready for Thunder and Lightning.
Hey, there he is. Look at him right there. It's Thunder and Lightning here on SuperTalk Mississippi. Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk here with you on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us here at supertalk.fm or wherever it is that you get podcasts from. We appreciate you guys out there, our great listeners, especially our servicemen and women out there taking care of us. We want to thank our sponsors over at Strange Brew Coffee House and Churn and Spoon Ice Cream. Start your day the right way with a trip to the drive-thru over at Strange Brew Coffee House here in Starkville or at Brupolo over in Tupelo. Be a little weird, Robbie, if Brupolo was in Alamucha.
That would be a little weird. Way down yonder at the Alamucha.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, hold on. I love reading these Wikipedia pages for these little communities.
Yep.
So during the Civil War in 1861, local plantation owner Peter H. Bozeman recruited men to serve in the Alamucha Infantry, of which Bozeman was captain. Volunteers from Clark, Lauderdale, Newton, and Tippah counties joined the Alamucha Infantry Company E, which was attached to the 13th Infantry. All of that is they participated in the first battle of Manassas, which, of course, if you're the Yankees, called it Bull Run. But this is the thing that got me. Later in the war, Leonidas Polk, a general in the Confederate States Army, temporarily evacuated his troops to a location near Alamucha. Leonidas Polk.
That's a great name.
Maybe one of the most interesting biographies ever. We're going deep here. We're starting off all off the rest. Here we go. Leonidas Polk was a Confederate general, a bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Louisiana, and founder of the Protestant Episcopal Church in the Confederate States of America. He was also the second cousin of President James K. Polk. His official portrait at the University of the South, Sewanee, depicts him as a bishop with his army uniform hanging nearby.
That's wild.
Commanded troops at Shiloh. Incredible. This guy. I'll be damned. Leonidas Polk.
We got a lot of stuff from the Civil War. These generals and...
I've never heard of Leonidas Polk. What a character.
He created the Episcopal Church
in Louisiana, which is crazy because you talk about playing for second.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church runs things in that state. So
yeah, they do.
Wherever you are in our great state, you're going to enjoy Strange Brew Coffee each and every morning.
We got sideburns from
we got Burns, General Burnside. Yeah. StrangeBrewCoffeehouse.com. The Mississippi Beef Council wants to remind you that beef, it is what's for dinner. If you're cooking out this weekend, nothing beats the sizzle of beef on the grill. So you know I'm headed to Oxford for these next couple days, right?
Ew.
I know, right? But my guy Greg Jones up there, LB Meats, I'm gonna call him and be like, "Hey, you got a tri-tip laying around?" Because I can never find it. He might have one. I'm gonna see if I can do a tri-tip this weekend. So that's the plan for Brian Hadad.
Well, I don't think you can go wrong with that.
I'm going to reach out to him and I'll see what he says. But
you did that tri-tip pizza that time.
That was good. It was good.
I still think about that sometimes.
I need to bring it back sometime. Next time we have a cookout, I'll see if I can.
I have a picture of it by my bed.
You do like a Wolverine meme. You're just sitting there looking at it.
I miss you.
That was good.
I miss you, tri-tip.
Tri-tip pizza. It was good. Yeah. If you're cooking out this weekend, nothing beats the sizzle of beef on the grill. Beef, it's what's for dinner, thanks to our friends at the Mississippi Beef Council. College Corner, collegecornerstore.com is the place to find the maroon and white merchandise that you are looking for. We are we're days away from the first game of the season. Get some new gear. Get the interlocking MSU, get the state script, whatever it is. Make sure it's new, it's nice, it's crisp, it's clean, and get it from College Corner. 2 locations in the Jackson area. Ridgeland by Fleet Feet, Florida by the Half Shell, or you can shop online at collegecornerstore.com. Restaurant Tyler is Starkville's flagship restaurant for lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch. The best meal in town is going to be at Restaurant Tyler. When you are looking for a fantastic lunch, the place to go is Restaurant Tyler. They have the best blue plate in town, easily the best blue plate in North Mississippi, probably the best blue plate in the state of Mississippi. I haven't tried them all, so I can't say definitively, but it's going to take a heck of a man to knock off Restaurant Tyler. They have a lot of great options. You're not just locked in. One thing I like about Restaurant Tyler, some places do this, and it drives me crazy, is like they change. Like Monday we have this, and Tuesday we have this. Not Restaurant Tyler. This is what they have. So if you're craving fried catfish on a Monday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, you can get fried catfish.
Get it.
If you're craving pork chops on a Tuesday or a Thursday, they're there for you. If you're thinking I want to get mac and cheese, they don't have the vegetables rotating. They've always got mac and cheese. I love that about Restaurant Tyler. You'll love it too. Go grab lunch today at Restaurant Tyler. Priority One Bank, 16 locations to serve you throughout Central Mississippi. Let PriorityOneBank.com be your guide and show you not only how they're going to help you invest and manage your money, but how they're going to help you prepare for your future. Now more than ever, when you have questions about your money, you need answers. You need a bank that provides a level of service that you're only going to get with our friends at Priority One Bank. Let Priority One Bank make you their priority. Normally we'd start here, but we've already had the little conversation because we talked about Leonidas Polk.
Yes, that was enjoyable.
Anybody named Leonidas? So I tried when we thought Emily was going to be a boy. Before we had like the ultrasound that confirmed it, Jennifer was convinced Emily was going to be a boy.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, it feels different. It's a boy. And I wanted to make his middle name Leonidas. And she wouldn't go for that.
I don't think anybody has it down to science on what kind of kid you're having.
No.
Because there's so many people that told us like we're going to have a boy that we're so confident about.
Did Becky ever tell you? I know y'all waited to find out, but did Becky ever tell you, I think it's...
Oh, yeah.
And what did she think?
She thought it was a girl.
Okay, so she was on point. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just a guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was a boy. I thought Natty was a boy until we found out.
We're just kind of hoping. You and I, the dads are always just hoping it's
But at this point, like I kind of wanted a boy just to experience it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the girls are just so easy.
They're just easier.
They're easy.
They're easy now.
Yeah. When they
I'm in the part now where it's not easy.
Well, I have a 6-year-old that argues with my wife, and they argue like teenage girls together.
Wait till they're actually teenage girls.
I know. And I keep telling Becky, I'm like, this is going to be really bad when she's about 13, 14.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have to step in a lot.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I know. Yeah, you just described my life. The Rumblings are brought to you by our friends over at Paul Davis Restoration. I don't know if they can restore the relationships between daughters and mothers, but they can fix up some fire, storm, mold, and water damage to your home 24/7. All you got to do is give them a call. Their expert team will provide fast, professional service to restore your home or business to its original condition. But they don't stop at just restoration. They offer property improvement services to make your space better than ever. Paul Davis Restoration, because your property improvement and recovery are their priorities. Call them at 662-769-7285. If you're in the Golden Triangle area or if you're in Tupelo, Paul Davis Restoration. All right, we'll jump right in. Colton Watson back on top. Good job. Last week you talked about a subpar meal in Oxford. I did?
Yes.
Where was I talking about?
One of the places we talked about was that brunch.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's exactly what we were talking about. For me, most of the meals I've had in Oxford have actually been below expectations, except for the infamous gas station chicken. Can we blow the lid off this conspiracy that the Oxford food scene is great and start telling the world that Starkville food is better than Oxford food? I will say that Starkville as a restaurant city is better than Oxford. Oxford has some good restaurants.
Most of what you can get in Oxford, you can also get in Starkville. I think that there's, and I'm not going to crap on Oxford because they do have good food.
They do have good food.
I love Old Venice.
Mm-hmm.
I love
City Grocery is a good restaurant.
Grocery.
Ajax is a good restaurant.
Yep.
Southern Coop is my favorite place in town.
Where
the Grill House?
No, it's a lunch and dinner spot.
Blind Pig?
No. It's on the other. It's by the yogurt place, I think.
That's the Blind Pig.
No.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, Bouret.
Yeah,
I like Bouret's a great restaurant.
I like Bouret a lot.
Yeah.
That's my dad goes to Oxford all the time for health.
Yeah.
Related reasons, and that's their spot.
Yeah, I love it. Bouret's great.
I don't hate Oxford food. I just think that this whole thing's been made out to be Oxford is here and Starkville's here food, and I just don't believe
it's everything. It's everything, and it's they're not that
different. I mean, it's just a perception thing.
It is 100% perception.
And I think that Starkville's food scene is very, very good.
Yeah.
I was having this. I talked to Chris Phillips yesterday from SEC Unfiltered. We were doing our preview, and he was talking about for the last year I've been trying to get him over here, and he's for sure going to come to a baseball series. And I told him, I was like, what you think about Starkville, what you know about Starkville from what you've heard is not anything in the same realm of what it actually is. I have a list of restaurants I'm going to take you to. You will have a great time. And if you come to Starkville and your mindset is this place sucks and there's nothing to do here, whatever, then that's probably how things are going to turn out for you if you have that mindset. If you come in with an open mind and you genuinely try it out and you see what Starkville has to offer, I think that you would really enjoy it.
Great. Surprised to find that the episode after the Toledo game last year was one of your most listened to shows. Well, I want to clarify that. It was not one of our most listened to shows. It was our most listened to show last year.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do after a weekend like that is increase my consumption of Mississippi State sports media. Am I weird, or is there a big chunk of people like me? You say you don't want to increase your consumption. I get that, but did you listen to that podcast? I guarantee that you did. The other thing to remember is this. People know that on this show, Robbie and I tell it like it is. There's not going to be any sunshine pumping. There's not going to be any, it wasn't as bad as you thought. You knew after that game we were coming for blood. So that brings other fans in. Like I'd be willing to bet that if we could find out, if we could track it by team affiliation, that probably had more Ole Miss fans listening to it than any other show. Because they were like, I can't wait to hear what Hadad and Faulk have to say after that debacle.
I listened to like 3 Ole Miss podcasts the day after John Sokoloff said that Lane Kiffin was going to Auburn.
Yeah.
Just
I listened to a couple when Freeze got fired.
Yes.
I was like, I got to hear what they're saying.
If anything ever happens that's really bad at Ole Miss, I will go listen.
And it's the other way around.
And you people over there, don't act like you don't act, because you're listening to this right now.
Don't act.
You listen to this right now.
Don't act. So yeah, you say you say you're asking, are you weird? You're not weird, but at the same time, you still listen to the podcast.
I do know several people that have told me like when State loses, they don't listen because it depresses them.
I hear that,
and I understand that. I don't like. I listen to another Mississippi State podcast, and whenever things are bad. I don't Bart and Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, we all know who it was.
When things are bad, I don't expect them to be overly negative. I just don't want to listen to it because I don't want to relive Mississippi State like being bad at something. So it's not something that I want to put myself through. I watched the game. I don't have to see it again.
We have an all-time question coming up here.
Okay.
First one though from Brick Thomas. Compare Brock Lesnar returning to SummerSlam moments to a crowd pop moment in Mississippi State sports history. The first one that came to mind was Luke. What was his name?
Alexander?
No. The kicker for Ole Miss, Luke Logan, missing the extra point in the 2019 Egg Bowl.
Yeah.
That was a huge pop.
Yeah, that was a pop.
And totally unexpected, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one stuck out to me. McNamee's home run at Dudy Noble and in the Stanford game, huge pop for that. That's a good one. But here's the question.
The pop last year for that segment against Ole Miss where Riley Cooke.
The sequence, yeah, that's a good one. Would you rather every time you sneeze, you go back 12 hours from where you currently are in time, or every time you fart, you skip ahead an hour? Now, first off, think about sneezes. They usually come in pairs, right? You're going back a full day.
Well,
now, can I take advantage of that? Do I have the knowledge of what happened? Like, think about it. You sneeze at 11:59 p.m. on a college football Saturday, and then you go back 12 hours. Well, you know the scores. Can I get to the sports book? That's one. I would not want to go ahead.
Well, and also,
who knows where you're going to be? You don't know where you're going to be.
Also, like, we're farting a lot.
Yeah.
So we're moving ahead.
Yeah, you go to eat the Mexican restaurant and you're just like, oh God, I'm gonna wake up. It's gonna be like it's gonna be Thursday.
I mean, I had beans last night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Becky's enchiladas.
Not gonna. But I'd rather go back. I don't
know. I mean, I might want to skip through the day. Like, let's get this thing over with.
That'd be interesting if you're like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, this is gonna be a really bad day, and so you just go eat some beans. So you're just like, I can get through this pretty easily.
I mean, when I wake up in the morning, I don't need beans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first one's always there for you.
Yeah.
For
sure. Trapped inside. Don't all you people out there scoff at this. We all fart.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay?
Everybody.
A very common thing. If
Yeah.
you don't fart, there's something wrong.
Oh, you need to go to the doctor.
You gotta get it out.
John
You have
asked.
gas trapped inside.
No. John asks, how excited are you guys for the Invesco Triple Q Atlanta Gridiron Classic this year between Georgia and Georgia Tech?
I'm elated.
I can't believe, it's a Georgia Tech home game that there's going to be 60,000 Georgia fans at.
Yeah,
Why would you do that if you're Georgia Tech?
That's
If the Egg Bowl went corporate, who would be the sponsor and what would it be called? So, that's a good question. What is a good Mississippi company that we could put in here? Sanderson Farms? The Sanderson Farms.
Sanderson Farms is
Sanderson Farms, Cadence Bank,
PV,
Mississippi Battle for the Golden Egg. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess.
I hope that never happened.
Yeah, I do too. Derek Smith asks us, I have family members that mix peanut butter and jelly in a bowl before spreading on a sandwich.
We've had this question before, and it's still disturbing.
That's disturbing. They do the same thing with spaghetti and the sauce before serving. That one's normal.
I actually...
that's how Italians cook pasta. They put the pasta in, they add the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just pour it on top. I personally don't get this approach. What's your preference for these? The sauce and the spaghetti, that's how I do that. Peanut butter and jelly in a bowl mixed together is a psychopathic behavior, in my opinion.
Yeah, we had this conversation, I think, last year.
I think you're right.
And there were several people that I know that grew up this way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very disturbing to me.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
They tell me if you ever do it,
you never go back.
You'll never go back. I just don't want to do it. There's a process when you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right.
You put the jelly on, and then you put the peanut butter on.
Exactly.
On each side of the bread, and it's separate.
Yes.
I never liked the peanut butter and jelly combo you could buy.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked that. First of all, because I don't prefer grape jelly on my sandwich. I prefer strawberry or plum. So I never got that whole thing. And it also kind of seemed like, I don't know, maybe not unsanitary, but it was like, I don't know. I don't think you should have that together in a jar. Peanut butter and jelly.
I'm not. I don't. It's not like raw meat, cooked meat, but it is weird.
Like they should be separate,
right? Because think about it. When you open a jar of jelly, you go to it's in the fridge.
Yes.
But you open peanut butter and it does not.
Yes. So what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never liked that. So
I'm with you.
Yeah. The whole jelly in a bowl and mixing it thing is weird to me. Spaghetti and sauce.
That's fine.
And I feel like it's better when you mix it together, because what I really don't like whenever we do spaghetti and we have the leftovers is more noodles than sauce.
Right.
So it kind of needs to be the consistency there with the spaghetti. But I don't really have that much of a problem with that, but the jelly and peanut butter I take issue with.
Very good. I'm with you 100%. Willie Dizzle asks, rank these things that white women love most. Throw pillows.
Why they gotta be white?
Well, these are things that white women.
Yeah, I guess so.
Throw pillows, Stanley cups, true crime TV shows. When I first heard about Stanley cups,
where are the teas? The nutrition teas that are loaded in sugar and
it's a good one.
Those things are that's gotten big.
But they go in your Stanley cup.
That's correct.
The first time I heard about Stanley cups, I was like, Emily was asking about it. I was like, "Are you saying you want to watch hockey? Like, what are you saying?" I had no idea.
Dad, I want a Stanley Cup.
I was like,
"Oh, like you have a tear come down your face."
I was like, "What team are we cheering for in this house? We don't have a team. We got to pick a team first." So,
I don't understand the Stanley Cup thing.
Well,
and it's got to be like the Stanley.
Cups change like every 5 years. Like, there's a new cup.
Yeah,
and they keep getting bigger, and women refuse to drink water out of them. It's like there's no water in there. Drink
sweet
water.
Tea.
Yeah.
See, I have a cup every day.
Yeah,
these are different. I don't even know what these are, but
the ReliaQuest Bowl.
It is the ReliaQuest. But this is the media gift that we have the ReliaQuest Bowl. But it's like a swig cup, a Yeti. Like I have different tops for them. I just don't care.
Right.
But these girls, like, they have to.
It's got to be Stanley.
They got to match their clothes.
Yeah.
Take, like, and now you got like all the girls going to school with the Stanley Cup, and they're holding it in their first day of school picture.
Yeah, like whatever.
It's like, what are we doing here? Like the trends that women go through.
But that being said, though, I'm going to rank Stanley Cups last because in 2 years there will be a new cup. I think number one is true crime television shows and podcasts.
We don't do throw pillows anymore.
Well, Bunky Perkins will be not happy with you.
Well,
his wife makes throw pillows.
I got to the point, it's like, I'm making up the bed every day.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of putting these pillows back on here when we're just going to take them off again.
Yeah.
So, like,
you see a woman who's like, has like a layer of pillows. You're like,
oh my God, like,
you're only sleeping on 2 of them.
I've been in houses. Actually, our house was like this when we first got married. Like, the pillows extend out to half the bed.
Yeah, it's no good.
Like, what are we doing with these pillows?
Can you imagine being? I just can't deal with that.
Yeah, what's another white woman thing? Not seasoning chicken sometimes.
That's why I cook in my house.
The other day, all right, I love you, Becky, but I have to tell this story.
No, here we go.
And so I give Becky a hard time sometimes because, like, she doesn't. A lot of times, she does not season things like really heavily, like I like it.
Yeah.
And so I bited the spaghetti. I told you last week the spaghetti changes every time we cook it. Becky cooks a different spaghetti sauce every time.
Right.
I don't remember what the last one was. What was our favorite one? Like, it's just it's not a disaster because it's always good, but it's just like very confusing to me.
Right.
So, like, we sit down and she's like, "Oh, I made my own like homemade spaghetti sauce," and the sauce itself, it was fine.
Yeah.
She got so distracted she didn't season the meat.
Oh, you got to put some salt and pepper in.
So, like, I eat the meat and I'm like, what just happened? What are you? Is this the sauce? Why is this taste like bland?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's fine. And I went and got the salt and I'm just like, shh, like with the giant salt thing. And she's like, well, does it not taste good? I was like, baby, I don't think you put any seasoning on this.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, I can't taste anything. Do I have COVID? And she's like, oh, I think I forgot to season the meat. I was like, that's kind of an important
part of
the process.
It's a step. You got to season every layer.
Becky is a very good cook. So
yeah.
I'm not picking on her, but I had to tell that story because there are times where it's just like, honey, like, you put a little more salt on this. Like, what are we doing here? We can have a little higher blood pressure.
I was eating lunch yesterday. I was putting salt on something, and this is after I've been talking about like cutting calories and all this, and I was just like, salt's the one thing I refuse to give up.
Yeah,
like I take 3 pills a day for blood pressure, and they can just fight it out.
My granddad, it used to like make me literally like I'd start like swelling up in my neck when I would see him salt something. Like, he might as well have taken the top off the salt shaker and just dumped it.
That's kind of how I am.
Like, my dad would go every Friday and he would give my grandparents McDonald's hamburgers.
Yeah. He'd salt a McDonald's hamburger?
Oh, my God.
Those things are already salty.
He'd take the bun off and the burger would be white when he was done with it. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, the burger looked like it had gotten, like, snowed on.
Yeah. Look like Tony Montana's burger.
I'm sitting there going, my God, what are you doing, old man?
Funny. That's funny. All right,
but man, just he liked this. Like, you get like a tomato, like you could have fresh tomato. That son of a gun was salted to
goodness
hell and back.
Well, I like that though. Dalton Lee, some psychopath in my neighborhood has their Microsoft Teams call connected through a Bluetooth speaker outside, triggering a fight-flight response from me in the soul-sucking corporate world. What is the worst sound that brings back awful memories? Like I haven't heard it in over a decade, right? But the Papa John's phone ringing, if I hear that, I would be like, oh God,
that phone,
that particular ringtone that we had at that store, I would be like, eh.
One of mine's is the sound of my basketball coach in high school's ring hitting the door of our hotel room.
Oh.
When we would go on the road.
Yeah.
He would personally wake up every single
That's a good one.
person on the team, and he knocked with his ring. I'm guessing he like turned it and did like this.
Make sure you get up, yeah.
And when you're just like having the best sleep of your life and you hear that ring and it's Mr. Rigby yelling, "Get up out of bed, it's time to get ready," and it's like 6 a.m. It's not fun. And he makes you come to the door.
I'll do one more. I've told this story, I think, when I played in that alumni football game, like in 2013. So I'm 37.
The sound of your knee snapping.
Well, no. Pre-game, we're like running through some plays, just trying to, and a buddy of mine, a guy I graduated with, he's on the other side. We're just like, I'm going out to block him, but I'm just like getting in his way, right? I'm not actually hitting him.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like, Jason, on this play, I'm going to actually come at you. You come back at me. So it'll wake us up a little bit. And I heard that sound of when helmets and shoulder pads come together. Yeah. And I hadn't heard that sound. So it's 2013. I hadn't heard that sound in 20 years.
It's a little jarring.
And I was just like, oh, God. I had forgotten about that sound. And like immediately my body was like, why are we out here?
Your head's ringing.
It was unbelievable.
The whole like the helmet to helmet contact we used to make, which was like you were supposed to do that. You're supposed to put hat on a hat.
Right.
Well, now they tell you don't lead in with your helmet or whatever.
Right.
That feeling and that sound, like when you clack, like with the helmets.
It's a real thing.
It's a thing. Yeah.
All right. Another one from John. What is the origin name of Sixpack speak?
Sixpack speak.
Yes. Let me tell you. So 2000.
Tell the whole story.
I will. 2002, coming off of 3-8. I'm going to go back a little further. I remember I went to Gainesville in 2001, where State loses 52-0, right?
And Spurrier got one for the water boy.
Yeah. I get back into town, and I'm like, I can't wait to look on the message board on Gene's page, because they're going to all be like, man, what is going on here? This team is terrible. May have to fire Jackie Sherrill. And instead, it's all a bunch of people like, it's going to be okay. Jackie will figure it out. So the whole season goes by. We're 3-8. And there's a group of us who are just like, this sucks. We may need to make a change. This is not working. And of course, Gene and the king of the Sunshine Pumpers and his merry band are all like, you guys suck. You're not real Bulldogs. These are actually Ole Miss fans posting on here.
Oh, that's where it started?
Secret rebels. So one guy whose name on the board was Squint Dog post, I think 6-6 is the best we can do this year. Going into 2002. I'll remind you that we went 3-9 in 2002. And everybody losing it. So, like, I think it was like all four paws, some 70-year-old woman. They're just like, they're not real Bulldogs. She comes out and she's like, there's this 6-pack of posters. It was like me and Stephen Gustinelli was dog student and a few others who will remain nameless to protect the innocent. And, well, actually, they were totally guilty, but regardless. And so it became like they just called us the 6-pack. Mm-hmm. So when we came up with we took it to email. We were like, we want to rant. And I would come home from work. I couldn't check email at work back in the day because I didn't have, that smartphones didn't really exist. And so I'd come home and I have like 100 emails of just like, we suck. Kevin Fant sucks. Like, we're not going to be any good.
That wasn't that long ago when the email chains
was a thing. It's 23 years.
Not even that. Yeah. Like when I was at for whom Cowboy Troubles, we did that.
So Steven comes like, do you want me to start a message board? We could just have our own message board. And we're like, yeah. So we started it up. It was just like the 6 of us. Or it was really more closer to like 10. And then we started inviting people to join us. Like people who we saw on the message boards agreeing with us were like, hey, we have a board if you want to just be able to talk.
Yeah. And
it just sort of went from there. But we called it 6-pack speak because it was named by the Gene's page people.
How many times has that happened? That group created
its own competition.
Elite Dogs came from that.
Yeah. When that board, when in 2002, Gene's page was the only Mississippi State message board. Like Rivals was not doing well. 24/7 didn't exist yet. Bulldog Junction had not come along just yet. So like he had every.
It really should have been a monopoly.
He could have had absolute monopoly. Instead, he created his own competition.
I'm almost positive that Gene created the End Zone 11.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I think that was I think it came from that too. So we created the End Zone 11 and the Sixpack. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, well. All right. Two more here, and then we'll do the break. Broken Fairchild. I was told as a kid that water towers held extra water, and it wasn't until fairly recently that I learned water towers were actually there to add water pressure to the local system. What's something you learned as a kid that later found out wasn't factual? Well, there's one thing. We're not going to talk about that,
Birds
though.
and the bees.
No. That's not where I was going.
Well, Brian, whenever a man and
A man and woman love each other.
That Freddie Mercury was actually not saying waving your bladder all over the place. That's something.
Or that Brian Johnson wasn't saying too many bills.
Too many bills.
Yeah, that's
too many pills.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Shoot to thrill.
Shoot to thrill. Aim to kill. I'm trying to think if there's something else that's like, well, like, all of our dads told us that like you couldn't turn the light on in the car. That's illegal.
Yes.
You can absolutely turn the light on in your car.
We got to turn that off. We get pulled over.
You get pulled over for that.
And like the things that we were told was like universal.
Oh, everybody said it. I did not know Robbie Faulk as a child.
No, like, but I got the same.
Robbie lived in Louisville. We're a decade apart in terms of when we were kids. But my dad told me you can't turn the light on in the car, and his dad told him you can't turn the light on in the car. That's one for sure.
Yeah, that I don't understand where that came from.
You want to know another one? It's not true. You know when you would practice and you'd put your hands on your knees and your coach would be like, "Put your hands on your head." That's actually incorrect.
It helps you breathe.
It does not help you breathe better. It helps you breathe better if you bend over and take the pressure off.
That was definitely
one they told us. That's for sure.
Bend over. Like we also like hardly ever got water.
Well, I mean, you go back like like my grandfather playing football probably was never allowed to have water.
No.
My dad playing football.
The hose.
My dad playing football probably got like a sip of water out of a bucket.
Yeah.
By the time I got to playing football, we got 2 water breaks and a 3-hour practice. Now, all you gotta do is put your hand up, and they'll give you water.
Water too was like we didn't have a Gatorade cooler. Like it was a PVC
pipe with
holes in it,
exactly,
and the water just shot out. And then got what you could.
Ours was, there was a hierarchy. So when you were a senior, you went first. If you were a freshman, you might not get water.
Yeah, because you only had like 2 minutes.
You had like 2 minutes. Yeah. So
yeah, now you got liabilities.
What's one thing you kick yourself for not buying, and one thing you kick yourself for buying? Hey. That's a good question.
When I got money, like if I just wanted something, I'd just go get it. Like if it's reasonably priced. Like I can't go get a Ferrari. But like if I wanted something, I would go get it. So I don't know if there's something that I'd regret not buying.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. My mom just left me a message, and she left a message with my daughter too. She just wanted to say 2-a-days. She every year at this time, 1st of August, she likes to remind me of how bad 2-a-days were.
Your mom?
Yeah, she's still to this day. It's like
she just like I just want to let you know.
Just thinking about 2-a-days puts a chill down my spine of like getting up at that first day of waking up at 6 in the morning and going out there.
2-a-days anymore?
They don't really do them anymore.
I was thinking about that yesterday with football practice. Like they used to.
My mom
2-a-days.
My mom still teases me with that. Like it was just that first day. I can still picture it in my head of like you sleep late all summer long, right? You had to be at the weight room. We would lift weights in the afternoon, so it wasn't like you had to be there super early.
Oh, we did morning.
We were an afternoon. We were an afternoon lift team.
I think back at that, I was like, that was complete. Like
it's totally pointless.
And it was like our entire summer is we have to go to weights.
Yeah.
And if you don't show up to weights, you get punished for it.
Yeah. We lifted weights in the afternoon, so it wasn't a problem. But that first morning, where like 6 in the morning, I would just hear, Brian, time to get up. You got to go to practice. I mean, it's like the devil.
Your mom is still torturing you.
Yeah, I haven't played football in 32 years, but 32 summers and 1st of August, she's going to always be like, Brian, remember 2-a-days? You hated those. Like, oh God, just
torturing you.
I remember one practice coming home and there was we had like a 2-liter bottle of Gatorade, some sort of bottle of Gatorade like this.
With the handle on it.
Yeah. I drained it like in one stop. Like I picked it out of the fridge and I turned it up and it was gone.
when I got my wisdom teeth out, I stumbled into Walmart. My dad was like, "What are you doing?" I broke my phone trying to get into Walmart, and I went to the pharmacy and grabbed one of those giant gallons of Gatorade.
Yeah.
Like, I need this. Buy it. And also, I shattered my phone whenever I got out of the truck.
The first practice of 2-a-days my senior year, we started in the gym, which did not have air conditioning. And coach is just running the hell out of us. And don't ask me why. This is one of the great stories. I will tell it here. I think I may have told it before. The first practice of my senior year, coach tells us before, he's like, "Hey, we're going to spend the night at the gym. So we're going to practice in the morning. You go home, but when we come back for evening practice, you're staying here throughout the night." This is first week of August. The gym is not air conditioned. The only air conditioning is in the locker room, an old window unit.
Yeah.
So thank God I was a senior. So I got to go sleep in the locker room. So it was air conditioned.
And it was probably turned down to as low.
I mean, we had it up, but I mean, it's a huge locker room, and it's a little. It wasn't cool. So
it was cool enough though.
It was, I mean, I guess. So, we have the first practice. I mean, let's just say I'm heavily covered in skin lube. You remember skin lube when you had a little chafing?
No, I didn't.
All the they're just basically sitting spread them in front of a fan, just trying to get through the heat rash. And I just remember at like 1 a.m, I hear this noise out in the gym. I'm like, what is going on? We go out there. There's a fight, and this guy, I'm not making this up. Kevin Nash power bombed a guy into the gym floor. And
because back then we thought this could perfectly harm.
So we had to get that guy out of the hospital. 3 a.m, coach pulls us all out. We're all sitting in the stands of the gym, tired, hot, miserable. He's going off. It's like, what is this, Lord of the Flies up in here? He's screaming at us. And I'm just like, God, this was the worst idea we've ever had in our life. Wake up in the morning at like 6, and coach is like, practice is canceled. Like, y'all just go home, get some rest. And I remember going to him, and I was like, he canceled practice for the whole day. Like, we weren't going to come back that evening either. And I remember going to him and like, Coach, I really don't like to practice, but do you think this is a good idea? We only have so many of these. And he's like, just go home, come back tomorrow, we'll have practice. And I remember walking away from that thinking, we're going to win 2 games this year.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be good. We ended up being really good. But
guys power bombing other teammates. A true,
what's funny?
Titans
it's
moment.
Not funny, but both guys involved in that, the power bomber and the power bombee, both dead.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, rest in peace, but I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, just sort of. What a terrible like if you were like, hey, we're going to do like a camp and we're going to put you up at the hotel tonight, and that could have been a cool, team bonding experience. Like, we had a cookout, we watched a movie. I will give you $1,000 if you can guess what movie our coach showed us in the summer of 1993 to watch as a team. I will give you $1,000 cash.
Was it filmed in 93?
I don't know the exact. I'll have to look. I'll look and tell you that, but I'll give you that at least. But
early 90s.
It came out in 1989.
Okay. What was the genre?
I'm done giving clues.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you tell me? Do you want to guess?
I don't know. I'm
not making this up.
Anything.
I am not making this up. All right, bunch of high school, freshmen through seniors. We watched Fletch Lives.
Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. That's what he wanted.
Still, I'm just thinking about
That's what he wanted to watch.
He wanted to watch Fletch Lives. I'm telling you, we did have a great cookout. Like, they had the coaches out there cooking steaks. It was great. Like, at 7 o'clock, I was like, this is great. We're eating steak. We're watching a movie. This is fantastic.
Fletch.
And it fell off a cliff. All right.
So the coaches left? Or like...
Still there. They were sleeping somewhere. God knows where. I guess they were in. That's the other thing. Like, imagine telling the assistant coaches that we're going to stay up here tonight. Like, what?
So, and like, y'all just like slept on the floor and stuff? It's like a man for himself?
We got the tumbling mats out of wherever and put them down on the floor, and we were sleeping on those.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I had my my gym bag underneath my head as a pillow.
Yeah, that was
just a miserable experience.
That's like the lock-ins we used to have at church.
Yeah.
Like those are the
But then
worst
you would
ideas.
stay awake because you're like, I'm just going to hang out all night with my friends. This was like, I need to sleep. I got
Not me. I would go hide in a
would you?
school room. I went and hid.
When we had lock-ins, I would stay up. But like, this was one of like, I need to go to sleep. I got to practice at 7 in the morning.
I remember
I need
coming
to
out
rest.
that lock-in, and I felt like the guys on Varsity Blues when they came out of the strip club.
Yeah.
And like it was
Yeah.
daytime.
You're like sunlight, like.
That's what I felt like coming out of that lock-in.
What up? Thank you for that question. That got us going. Let's move into the rest of the show. That's brought to you by our friends over at Two Brothers Smoke Meats and the Older Brother. Two fantastic restaurants right there in the Cotton District. You can't go wrong at either one, so I would tell you to go to both. You'll do one for lunch and one for dinner. However you want to put it together, make it happen for yourself. Don't forget, a week from today, as you're listening, we will be live at Two Brothers Smoke Meats for Talking Dogs, 1 to 2, with Robbie Faulk at Two Brothers, and then Sports Talk Mississippi, 3 to 6, and then Thunder and Lightning, 6 to 7. A long day of Mississippi State sports. We're going to have great guests, great giveaways. Please come by Two Brothers and check us out. Two Brothers Smoke Meats in the heart of the Cotton District. Great products, great service. Every business likes to promise it to you. They deliver it to you at Advantage Business Systems. That's what they've been doing for 50 years. 50! When you need technology for your business, give Advantage Business Systems a call. And then if you need service, guess what? You just talk to the same people and they will take care of it for you. Guys, you are a business owner, you have a copier, a printer, a piece of technology goes down, you can't afford to wait. You can't afford somebody to tell you, hey, it's going to be, a week before I can get out there. You can't go on like that. You need a business that takes care of you. That's what Advantage Business Systems does. 601-362-9192 or visit them online at absms.com. Find out how Advantage Business Systems will help your business do business. If you're going to be in Starkville anytime soon, and I know you are because football season's coming up, you're going to be making a trip to Maroon & Co. I don't even have to tell you. You know you're going to go to Maroon & Co. when you come to Starkville because everybody wants to get new gear. The best place to get it is Maroon & Co. We showed you that incredible selection of hats they've got coming in. They are upping the ante on all of their MSU gear. They're going less casual wear and more Mississippi State. I think that's a great idea, and you're going to be able to take advantage of it with some awesome deals at Maroon & Co. Use our promo code Thunder15 to save 15% off regular price. Some exclusions do apply. Next time you're in Starkville, the place to go is Maroon & Co. We're halfway to the weekend, which means you're already thinking about what you've got to do out there in the yard. Before you do anything else, how about head over to Saltillo to Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden and get yourself some tools to make the job easier. You want to have the best looking yard in town? Some John Deere power will make that happen for you. But it's not just about the mowers and the tractors. Edgers, blowers, weed eaters, everything you're looking for right there at Scruggs. What are you doing around the house this weekend? Are you in the yard? Are you in the garden? Are you got projects you got to work on? Or are you just cooking out? There's something for you at Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden. They have what you want for less at Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden. Papa Crawdad, build your perfect wrestler using former state athletes from any sport. Pick one player for each category. Mike Skills. This is an easy one. Fred Smoot.
Fred Smoot.
Yes.
Yep.
Athleticism. Eric Moulds. Or Michael Goller, two-sport athlete.
I'm going
to go Moulds.
Yeah.
All right. Brute strength. Jeff Simmons.
It's probably that's probably accurate. Yeah.
Charisma, another easy one. Dak. That's a wrestler right there. That's The Rock. I just created The Rock.
That is a star.
Okay. Let's see here. Reynolds, the actor?
Deadpool?
What are some things state fans can get excited about for this football season? Because I'm really just looking forward to basketball season. I'll say this. If State goes down to Southern Mississippi and wins easily, I think they've rebooted a little bit, right? They may go 5-7, but it's not going to be like last year. If we go down to Southern Mississippi and it's 30, they win 38-10, something like that, you're okay. You can look forward to Devon Booth, Fluff Bothwell, Johnny Daniels. Running the football, State's going to be exciting running the football. I think State will be an exciting big play offense. Defensively, they will be better. That's something you can look forward to. I don't know how much better, but they will be better. So there's some things. By the way, I had a friend of the program, actually alum of the program, Bob Carskadden, reached out to me yesterday. I want to get your thoughts on this. I think this is a good podcast idea. He said, we should do a podcast that's like Mississippi State football for third graders. Like, not everybody is on the message board every day.
Mhm.
Not everybody. Could we do one where we're just like, hey, this is like the most basic primer for this football team. Like, if you don't know anything about Mississippi State, this is what this team is this year. I think that's a good idea.
Well, my issue with that is for the most basic Mississippi State fan that might not be listening to us, why would they listen to that? And if I
get what you're saying.
The people that listen to it, I feel like are going to be the same people that listen to us already.
Well, that could be one where you tell, like, you got to tell a friend, like, hey, I know you're like talking about you don't know enough about this team. Here you go.
We just record something and we're like, hey, send this to your friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've done worse podcasts, I promise.
Yeah.
All right. Brian McDuff asked us, are Gen X kids more flammable? Why did we have to learn to stop, drop, and roll so much? This is another one. Like, we learned all about these fire drills. You got to stop, drop, and roll. Nobody teaches stop, drop, and roll anymore.
Well, I just think that was kind of like a basic, like, knowledge thing. Like,
yeah.
I just don't think we teach that stuff.
We don't.
Like any of that stuff.
Do they still do like tornado drills where you go sit out in the hallway and put your head between your legs?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know if they do that.
Yeah.
But I think they do because I want to say Natty said she did one last year.
Yeah, cover your head with a book.
Like, that was so funny. It's like, you get under your desk if there's a bomb coming. Like,
yeah,
if a nuclear bomb is coming.
That's what I was going to bring up. Like,
desk is this
our
big.
parents got to, like, hey, in case there's an atomic bomb that will incinerate you immediately. But if you're under your desk, you should be okay.
Just put your math book over your head. That should help.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Hunter
we didn't get out of school for tornado warnings.
No.
Like, hey,
just went out in the hallway.
Just go get under your desk and hopefully you survive.
Hunter Johnson, what are our thoughts on SummerSlam? I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. I actually watched both nights in full. I thought both main events were really good. I liked the Rollins cash-in because it was just a good work. It was a good work.
Great work.
I
knew something was about to happen. Like, you don't just
they were lingering.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I like is the behind the scenes with when Drew McIntyre's like, I got to address this. He's like, this is great. I was like, yes, it's so personal. The Lesnar thing, I'm interested to see where they go with that. Although that being said, Lesnar is still very much a part of this awful lawsuit. So I don't know. They just don't care, I guess.
It's very crazy. And that's why it's like what I would have done with this, if you're going to bring him back, I would have made him rogue. I would have just said he just showed up on his own. Like, we did not.
Like, you feel like Triple H coming out like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, we did not.
That's a good point.
Like, he's not supposed to be here. We're currently in this lawsuit.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is you can't play his music.
Yeah.
And part of the mystique of it is the music.
Yeah, I agree with that. Caleb Rhodes, for some reason, this is not a question. He just, he did say, okay. He said, rank these Mississippi State football losses I have witnessed in person, number one being the worst loss. 2015 Egg Bowl, Dak's last home game. 2017 Egg Bowl, Fitz injury. 2008 Auburn, 3-2 game. 2003 Tulane at the Superdome. State blew a 2-touchdown lead with 5 minutes left. 2001 at Auburn. Auburn kicked 3 field goals in the fourth quarter to win 16-14. Hey, Caleb, I was at all of these games as well.
I don't think I was at 03 Tulane, but
it was in New Orleans. So
I wasn't at Tulane or Auburn.
Okay. 08, 3-2 is the worst one. Because the game also sucks too. There's no excitement at any point.
And I was sitting there the second the gates opened so I could get a front row seat on the student section.
Not good. I'm going to rank 17 Egg Bowl because State was a 17-point favorite. And that game. If you don't win that game, then A.J. Brown never beats Mississippi State. This whole stupid mayor of Starkville thing never exists.
It makes no sense.
Like,
he went 1-2 against State.
That's my point, though. He should never even had the one. Plus, Fitzgerald's injury was just awful to witness in person. So that's going to go second. I'm going to go, that 03 Tulane game was ridiculous. It was so bad. State, that team was so bad. Drove all the way down to New Orleans for that. I remember our friend Riley Nelson, who just had a birthday. He came back in the third quarter with a Bud Heavy. And I was like, what are you doing? Bud Heavy? And he's like, there is no more light beer in this stadium. I went to every stand. There's no Miller Lite. There's no Bud Light. There's no Coors Light. This was it.
That happened in 07 at the Superdome too.
And I'm just saying, like, this was not a big crowd.
No.
But the State fans were so pissed off. They were just drinking.
That's what happened in 07. We went to
Yeah.
Superdome and State played Tulane.
We won
I think
that
it was
day at
07.
least. Yeah, it was
And
07.
shut everything down.
So I'm gonna rank that.
Every beer there was gone.
I'm gonna rank that third. I'm gonna rank Dak's last home game fourth. The Auburn game, that team was just terrible. I will say this: the game-winning field goal. Do you remember Damon Duvall?
Yep.
He kicked it. I think it was like a 48-yard something like field goal. That field goal would have been good from 80. It looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
That was kind of early in the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
was when we
had just lost to Florida.
Like we started realizing, like, this team isn't gonna.
They lost to South Carolina, and you're like, oh god. And then they got blown out by Florida. You're like, oh god.
The South Carolina one
I'll tell you,
because they brought in the backup quarterback.
Two things that stand up. No, that's a different one. That's 2000. That's a different one. Yeah. Two things about this game.
Yeah. 01 was at home.
Two things about this game that I remember. One, as they're walking off the field, like Kamal Jackson and Tommy Kelly are laughing, and this sorority girl loses it. She's like, "What the point are you laughing at? You suck!" And I was just like, "Marry me." The other thing I remember about this, that was the third straight game that I went to. That was the first game at that stadium after 9/11.
Yeah.
So I was at Davis Wade for the South Carolina game, which was the first game after 9/11, right? And it was all like, this is our first chance to get together as a family. So on. Then I went to Florida. This is our first chance to get together as the Florida Gator family. Then I go to Auburn's first game back. It's our first chance. I was just like, enough! I'm tired of this first time to get back together as a family thing.
And every time you got back together as a family,
they lost. Yeah. So, yeah, that game. Yeah. All right.
Being a Mississippi State fan is just being constantly angry.
It's tough. Yeah. Rob Hadaway, who had to delete his question because somebody replied, he didn't lock it, and Drew Walker, of all people. In honor of the new season of King of the Hill.
Auburn sympathizer.
Yeah. Tennessee sympathizer, too.
Yeah.
Today, I fixed a broken faucet at my wife's office, repaired a piece of carpet that came loose on the stairs, had an adult beverage, and cut the grass. What Hank Hill sort of things have you done recently? Hank Hill would not like me because I don't cook on propane.
Yeah,
I taste the heat, not the meat.
I don't care. I will cook on propane.
Yeah, I don't mind propane. If I had a propane grill, I would use it, but I don't have it.
It's just very easy.
And then what else have I done recently? I did do. It's not like super. I was in my room getting dressed the other day, and I looked down, like right near all my wife's stuff. There's a dead roach. I was just like, how did she not see that? She would have freaked out. So I called one of the kids. I was like, hey, bring me some paper towels. Do you need like one or a bunch? I need like 3. And she comes in and like, what do you need these for? I was like, you want to pick that up? And she was just like, ah. It was Aislinn. She lost it. I was like, give me the paper. So I just picked it up. And she's like, don't throw that at me. And I was like, I looked at her. I was like, you're 19. Have I ever thrown a dead roach at you ever once in your life? And she was like, no.
She was just expecting you to do something evil.
And so of course I pump faked.
Yeah.
So I didn't throw it at her. So
golly.
It's just like what is this doing here?
So do you have pest control?
No, it was dead. It was dead.
Well, that's what I was asking. I
don't know how it died. Yeah. So Mark Burleson, more likely to occur this sports season. Football wins 6, basketball wins a tournament game, baseball makes it Omaha. It's pretty easily a tournament game. They're just a good odds of that.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it's easier to win a one basketball game
than it is to win.
Get all the way to Omaha.
That's 4 wins in baseball minimum. Well, that's just 5. I'm sorry, 5 minimum. Yeah.
Yep.
And then 6 for football. So yeah. Matt McCann, we're the Mascot Challenge Hollywood Edition.
Oh.
These are from movies and TV shows.
Interesting.
South Central Louisiana State University from the Waterboy.
Oh, that's the SCLSU Mud Dog.
That's right.
The Bourbon Bowl.
There you go. Texas State from Necessary Roughness.
Were they the Armadillos? Or
they were.
They
were the Armadillos.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was the Armadillos or the Possums.
All right. Adams College from Revenge of the Nerds. I had to look this one up.
The Adams.
That's right. I didn't know that, though. Eastern State University from the program.
Were they the Wolves?
They're the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
That's right. Which I always thought was weird because they were obviously a Southern university.
Yeah.
Why would they be the Timberwolves? But And then this one,
State is also a weird name.
yeah. This one I don't know, but I'm sure you do. Pembroke University. Boy Meets World.
The Penguins.
Okay, there you go.
Pembroke Penguins.
All right. Wade Jones, have you ever thought about how and why the human race eats 3 meals a day and for the most part around the same time? Do you think this is a learned trait that we think we have to eat 3 meals a day around the same time? One thing I've learned over the last few years is that breakfast was not a big deal until like the 1920s. Like nobody ate breakfast.
I don't think that our bodies are meant to have 3 meals a day.
I agree with that. I only eat 2.
Like
I don't eat breakfast.
I've started to scale down too. Like I don't really eat breakfast.
Robert St. John's just fuming listening to this.
I will treat myself to breakfast at least twice a week.
So he talks about that. He says, because Robert's doing the weight loss thing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says he eats a big breakfast, a regular size lunch, and then a small dinner.
I've kind of gotten to that.
No big dinner. I want a big dinner.
I've kind of gotten to the point where I'll eat a big breakfast or a big lunch, and then I'll eat something like snacky or small at supper. I don't eat heavy suppers.
I eat big supper.
I just,
but I don't eat breakfast at all. So I don't eat snacks.
I don't think that 3 meals a day is what we're supposed to do. Like I don't think our bodies are built for that. I think that's become a thing. Like you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I don't think that that's really how it's supposed to be. I don't think we're supposed to be eating as much as we do.
And you're 100% correct on that.
But eating's nice and fun, and it tastes good.
Exactly. Walking Bully, more likely regular season record for state 3-9 or 6-6. It's 3-9. More likely.
Yes, that's more likely.
Favorite book of the Bible? Mine's Genesis because that's where you find the name Hadad.
Oh, Revelation is mine.
Okay.
I think it's
kind of funny.
You're the beginning and the end.
I'm the Alpha, and you're the Omega.
Well, I just think that there's a lot of cool things in there that's like open. Like a lot of it is not a lot of it, but there are things in there that aren't like 100% like dialed in on what it actually is. And I like to think that there's some interesting like futuristic stuff in there that maybe John didn't really fully understand what it was when he was actually seeing it, and he described it as something that might be something that's more common for us in the future. I'm just enthralled with it. Like I think it's awesome. So yeah, the Book of Revelation is really cool to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Nathan Kelly. Everyone debates the ending of The Sopranos, but I'm more curious about what comes next. After Tony gets whacked, you're making a big assumption that he got whacked there.
He just gave the whole show away. Huh?
Well, Tony. We don't know that Tony got whacked.
Well, the creator said
he tells us. Well, no, he sort of tells us that it's there, but unless somebody just definitively says it, I'm not. I prefer to believe.
Well, didn't we have this conversation not too long ago where they wrote an article about it and
but it's all theory. There's no.
It came from the creators of the show. The writers said that. Pretty much said that.
They pretty much said it. That's not saying it.
Well, they don't want to say it.
It's just like wrestling. If it didn't happen on camera, it didn't happen.
They hinted at it.
Okay. Anyway, who takes over as the boss of each family, and what work do they do in today's day and age? So, in New York, I think Carmine Jr. takes over because Phil's dead. I don't think. What was the other guy's name? Who was Phil's second? You know what I'm talking about? He
got killed too.
No,
the guy that was like his
guy who made who Tony and Butch was his name.
Oh, okay.
The guy
I was talking about like his muscle, like the guy.
No. I'm talking about the guy who was his second in command, and then he met with Tony, and they were like
the guy with the wandering eye.
Yes, yeah, Butch. He takes. I don't think he takes over New York. I think Carmine Jr. takes over. I think Jersey is in trouble because who's left? Paulie?
Was Silvio still alive, wasn't he?
He's in the hospital. He's in a coma.
That's right.
So Paulie's still there. Bobby's dead. Chrissy's dead.
You probably just promote Paulie.
You probably make Paulie you probably just tell Paulie. Carmine and Paulie probably worked out a deal to be like
a big jump for Paulie. I mean, he was just a
captain. He was a captain.
Oh yeah, he moved up, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think he was.
Well, he could probably handle that.
Yeah, he was fourth when everything went down because Like the top three were Tony, and then Silvio and Bobby, because Bobby had gotten a bump, and then Paulie was beneath them. Paulie probably,
if Silvio was
he was
cognizant,
taking over, yeah,
because he actually was fitting in for Tony when Tony was in a coma.
I think that Paulie probably makes a deal with Carmine and be like, look, I'll work for you, but I get some sort of title, or I get some,
Well, they had already had the sit down, and were kind of
exactly.
moving in that direction anyways.
Exactly. So there you go. Bryce Hall, what are some of the extra things added to the stadium environment this football season? I mean, other than the lights, we don't have any knowledge of any, do we?
I don't think so.
There you go. Last one, Mangum Cafe. If you go blind today, what would you remember the most about Davis Wade and Dudy Noble Field? I mean, that's a weird question.
Like if you,
I would still remember, I mean, I guess I would remember two games in particular: Mississippi State Auburn for Davis Wade in 2014, and the one I would remember for baseball is the 2019 Stanford game.
I would remember like the biggest moments.
Yeah,
like that'd be my memory, like just the general, scope of it all.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be anything specifically like at the stadium I would truly remember.
I got an email here from my urgent care provider. Thunder and lightning. When to seek shelter and when to seek care.
Oh, yes.
Like, that's funny you say that. Last one from Mangum Cafe. How many logos can we put on a product? So this is a bag of Bully's coffee that has the banner M, the bulldog head, and the full banner Mississippi State. The better question is, how many bad logos can you put on one product? There's no state script. There's no interlocking. This all's not good.
Ugh,
so,
gross.
There you go. Tomorrow's show, some football talk. We'll have some reports from practice, I suppose, at some point. I don't know.
Doubt it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it takes us. Talk to you guys tomorrow. For Robbie Faulk, I'm Brian Hadad. Thanks for listening to Thunder and Lightning here on Super Talk, Mississippi.